Fear of repercussion is at the core of the concealment and mysteries of a secret society. And with good cause. Many of these groups hold basis in ideological tenets that are not only firmly accepted by popular convention, but in some cases, diametrically opposed to it, tenets that in not so distant times were punishable by persecution and even death. In our more skeptical, materially driven times, we are given to take the world of appearances solely at face value as ipso facto. We neglect to remember that for many of our ancestors, the world of appearances, the phenomenological world as we know it, was an allegory that alluded to much deeper, almost incomprehensibly profound truths that shaped our thinking in radical ways. This link is at the heart of the often quoted Hermetic aphorism, as above, so below. Flying as it did in the face of official church and state-ruled forms of discourse, adherents could risk the most dire forms of persecution merely for venturing these views, and subsequently had to work under the mantle of strict secrecy, being driven underground in the face of reformations and inquisitions where they fermented, often forging links with one another and developing a highly dubious and complex lore. Yet scoff as we may at such unsophisticated, mystical forms of magical thinking, we neglect to remember that many of its adherents went on to influence the world in dramatic ways. The Greek philosopher Pythagoras, who is credited with introducing geometric theorems into the world, was one such member of a mystery school, indeed, a secret society where revelation of secrets was punishable by death. The Elizabethan scholar, magician, and court astrologer to Queen Elizabeth I. John Dee was one such proponent of Hermetic thought, and his advice to Queen Elizabeth regarding the invasion of the Spanish Armada in 1588 is largely why English is the dominant language in North America. Many of the leading ideologues and artists of the Italian Renaissance were profoundly influenced by Hermetic